Good day, this is Music Wonders channel, bringing you the latest update from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. Today's headline centers on the arrest of Omoyele Sowore, the 2023 presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, by the Nigerian Police Force. His arrest has sparked strong reactions across political and activist circles, but why was he taken into custody this time? Stay tuned as we break down the full details, official statements, and what could come next for the outspoken activist and publisher. The Nigerian Police Force has confirmed the arrest of Omoyele Sowore in Abuja. According to the Force Public Relations Officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin, Sowore was taken into custody for allegedly leading protesters into a restricted area, a move said to be in violation of a subsisting court order. Hundeyin explained that the activist led a group of demonstrators into a zone the court had declared off-limits for protests. The police said this action directly breached the restriction order put in place to maintain public order within parts of the capital city. Hundeyin addressed journalists in Abuja on Thursday, saying Sowore would face charges as soon as investigations are completed. He stated, quote, "Today, Omoyele Sowore has been arrested by the Nigerian Police Force. You may ask why he was arrested. The reason is straightforward. The 13 people previously arrested all mentioned that Sowore led them into the restricted area in clear contravention of the court order. This latest arrest follows the detention of 13 protesters earlier in the week. Police reports show that 8 individuals were picked up on Monday in front of the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, while 5 others were arrested near the Ministry of Finance. All 13 were charged in court the next day and released shortly afterward. Hundeyin added that it would be unjust to prosecute only those protesters while leaving out the person they claimed led them into the restricted zone, hence Sowore's arrest. Omoyele Sowore is no stranger to controversy or confrontation with authorities. He is a prominent journalist, human rights activist, and founder of the online news platform Sahara Reporters. In 2019, he was arrested by the Department of State Services over his Revolution Now protest campaign, spending several months in detention. His political activities and advocacy have often placed him at odds with security agencies, though he remains a consistent voice against corruption and misgovernance in Nigeria. Cut to archival footage, Sowore at protests, press conferences, political campaigns. According to the police, the current case is not politically motivated, but strictly a law enforcement issue. The FCT Police Command insists that no one, regardless of social status or political background, is above the law. Hundeyin said the restriction order was issued for safety and security reasons, especially given the sensitive nature of the FCT as Nigeria's administrative center. He emphasized that the police acted to prevent a potential breakdown of law and order. Sowore's arrest has triggered mixed reactions across the country. While some Nigerians accuse the police of targeting activists and stifling free speech, others argue that the law should apply equally to everyone, including protest leaders. Supporters of Sowore believe his arrest represents another attempt to silence opposition voices, especially those who challenge government actions. Analysts are watching closely to see if this will lead to larger protests or renewed calls for reform in civil rights enforcement. Sowore's case is expected to head to court once the police complete their investigation. Legal experts say the key issue will be whether Sowore knowingly violated the restriction order and whether the order itself was valid under Nigerian law. The defense is also expected to argue that citizens have a constitutional right to peaceful protest. The outcome of this case could set a precedent for future demonstrations and how law enforcement handles civil unrest in the FCT. This incident raises broader questions about freedom of expression and civic engagement in Nigeria. Over the years, activists, journalists, and protesters have repeatedly clashed with security agencies over public demonstrations. Observers say while the police must maintain peace, they must also protect citizens' rights to express dissent without fear of intimidation or arrest. Balancing both sides remains one of Nigeria's most complex democratic challenges.